Good night, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another post. You're tuned to Art of Love Daddy. Yeah, man. That tuned. That tuned. That tuned. That tuned. Yes, you know, say I talk to Telly. You know, want to tune to this platform. You know what time it is. You know, them say talk truth, aka offense. You know, the truth is an offense. So if a man say, Mr. Offense, you know, say me, he might talk about say me. Yeah, that's what all the thing said. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, a second, let me just set something straight. Yes, we are here again. All right, tonight's topic is 1980. 1980 in Jamaica. I see a lot of people speaking about crime and violence, political war, and that stuff there. I'm listening. But let me tell you this. Any man or woman who passed through 1980, them have a story to tell. Let me drop my link from now, because from the viewers, they want to come up, will allow them to. Drop my link at the same time. Yes, but drop the link. So at any time you want to join us, you can come. If you know about 1980 election, you can come. If you don't know, you can still come up and learn. Yes, 1980 Jamaica. A lot of people don't understand what it meant when I speak of 1980. It was such a dangerous year. Anyway, you have a lot of young persons who grew up in their granddad and grandfather, them learn about it, because that's something people will always be talking about. You know, and if you know have a grandmother, you grew up on the street with parents with young, like if you have a young mother when you reach 58 or maybe 48, you may not know unless you were told by her family. 1980 was a bad year for Jamaica. The youths went wild with a new lifestyle, wounded, killing each other for a while. The sound of the gun wake me up in the morning and put me to bed at night. Every day is another one. Every day is another one. The election that year was the 30th of October, 1980. I will never forget. I was only 12 years old, but these eyes saw a lot. I moved back and forth from Olympic Garden, Kingston Lake, to Arnett Garden. Those two places, I tell you, they turn up. You hear me say? It did turn up. Those two places did turn up. Yes, Trillian. I say, welcome, Trillian. Enough respect. You know, I was always trying to invite you on this program, but I see you finally reach. Enough respect, Trillian. And I'm happy that you're here with us. And I know you will learn some things tonight, Trillian. From where you live, I'm going to tell you about that section also. Enough respect, Keish, Taya. You know, good night to you all also. Enough respect. The topic is 1980. You can come on the screen if you want to. You can join from in the chat. But we are going to talk about 1918 Jamaica. We see politics, right? And we talk, oh, politician, this and you know what, man. A lot of people, these young people, were rub up and down. Right now, the best of politics, and the best of election. True, true. And the best of election right now. And I tell you about political violence. And I tell you, every day people get gunshot. Every day. People you know, you sit down and talk with, you just don't cook a pot and go out and run and see the man there. Then the kind of way that go on. You don't know if you're going to live for it tomorrow. Nobody knows what happened in the 1980s. We live day by day. Nobody, none is sure what is going to happen. Yes, Keisha Taya, bless up, bless up, bless up. No one knows. I was there. You see, a man that survived 1980, don't take him simple. Don't take him simple. Yes, in the life of that, a long time I don't see it on the air, and we have been very busy because of the workload and all this type of thing. But it's good because you have vibes and he's always participating whenever you life that you are on, that you love in your life. You know, enough respect that. Big respect. Yes, my people. I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm going to tell you what transpired. I remember when the election fever coming, start with the slogans and slang. PMP make them song, Labour make them song. PMP had them sign, Labour had them sign. All of a sudden, the sign them become dangerous for use them. The slogan and slang, dangerous. You have to mind when you sing, where you play, or you walk, or you dress, and all these type of things. You have to be careful in 1980. I don't know. People will sit down, will eat, talk, run boat. When you say run boat, we put 5 cents, 10 cents, dollar, $2, and we make up and who have the money, him go pick the act. Yeah? If you can't climb tree, you wash the plate. You get to fire. And who can afford the money? Put the money. So we say run a boat. Because we live together, we're so close. So when I run a boat, I would cook, I would eat, I would drink, I would play, I would laugh, I would talk, I would go around the yard. You swing 9 step in, eh? All of that change. Boom! You know all that gets to plan, all that happen, all that drop in, all of that change. Everything like that. I tell you something you might never want to believe. From the slogan and slang them coming. This is the Labour sign. Them say it name victory. This is the PMP sign. Them say it name power. You know, say this is black power worldwide. And you do so, power, black power. You know, say this means peace. No. Sorry for the peace or the victory. Different something that means. This means labor right. And this means PMP. People are going to fight for their political party. Usually, you should look a fight and come on the push a man, cut a man, a knife, or whatever. A man that boss a man. That era, this me know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. The man who used to cook food with, which probably live beans, with that balcony type, with that compound man, that percent man. But You could have got anywhere you want. Man come in and join at the back. You know, I tell you, say, as soon as the slogan on the slam them come in, you hear the bell them a ring, you hear man a show power. Some a say 80, we're ready. 80, we're ready. The GLP, hear the BNP, power, 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 power. Hear slogan them. My leader Banya, my leader Banya. That are the PNP slogan. You liberate them. Psalms of victory, bells of freedom. Psalms of victory, deliverance. The whole thing, all hell break loose. All hell break loose. All of a sudden, PNP can't go to Liberal territory. Liberal can't go to PNP. All of a sudden, you go there, man stop you. You may get beat up on the first part of it. Bust up head, beat up, broke and broke foot. Man, we had them cook, eat, sit down and drink together. The man them change like a monster. In a 80, sister turn against brother, brother turn against sister, mother turn against father, father turn against mother, brother turn against brother, friend turn against friend. Man deny because of politics. Man deny him family because of politics. I witness people get 24 hours to leave to come in. Them people that born and grow, them big people, them could be a granny or your mother from them figure say you want to vote for somebody else or you may be somebody of different preference, political preference. Them give them 24 hours to left the community. 24 hours leave and I'm only give them because they have respect for them. If they never have no respect for them, things reach them before them left. We see house get burned down. We see people get run down. Borderline. Them tell us that if you cross over the borderline, we're going to take you. And don't believe I joke the man, make the man them serious as a judge. In the life I've done this, say, thumbs up and share out the life. Yes, my friend. Like up the life, man. Like up the life and like it up and share me out. Show some love. Have to tell his aunt. Keish star you say, Dali high. Yeah, man. Keish, yellow Dali. That's me I said to you, say, we need to like up the life. All right. Charmian Smith, a good night, Joseph. Up next. I remember 1980 like yesterday. I was 11 years of age. Yes, Charmian, company screen. Once a member, 1980, come on the screen. Come up, look at that, man. We could make some people who never did it understand what transpired. Come up. Kish, come up, man. Keep me company, man. What I'm happy for is that people that was there, sir, a man can't think a lie, me I tell. Because people that was around in that time is here in the life. Yeah, man. Life with Susan and Kid said, good night, everyone. Good night, Susan and kids. Tell all your kids, they may say, hello, sir. That you current. That you. That you. That you. Yeah, man. Once a day, you know, come up, man, and do some short story of your experience, of your witness. Yes, he said, good night, Charming. Yes, Charming, Keisha, early up. It's the time when we are come together, we say good night and all them stuff. Remember, if you see somebody we never have, grab them. Me not no problem with that. grab them, grab them, grab them, grab them. Well, let's do it respectfully and let's pay attention. You know? Love Ice send me live with Susan and kids. Yes, man, Love Ice, she always supportive. In the life of Dolly, very supportive also. Member in the life of Dolly, use one of the personal cars, talk to tell it to be up and about and running with the platform. Yeah, no respect, man. Keisha say, good night, Susan. Susan, Keisha tell her good night. Yeah. Look here, I am going to some horrifying things, some dreadful things. So go and hear everyone and go and get ready for giant that. You know? Come up in the meantime, man. Come up. Yes, Keish, where are you? You can try. No problem. In life of Daddy, if you're not busy, you don't know a thing. So, life with children and kids, just visit your house and leave your apartment. Whose house you visit? Is it Keish house or my house? If I'm my house, I'm going to go outside and see what I go on the door. Mm-hmm. And if a Keish house, Keish, go and go look. Don't make it see that door because somebody will take it off. Depends upon the comment really still. You know? Mm-hmm. Janelle Johnson, she said good night, guys. So Janelle Johnson, I said good night. Yeah. No respect, Janelle Johnson. Yeah, man. And Keish Dyer, I hear her back said speed. And I said good night back to her. Yeah, man. Janelle Johnson say, hey Keish. Mm-hmm. Keish Dyer, a bigger back said speed. Yeah, man. Johnson said, Dolly. Yeah, sure, heal Dolly. Life with Susan and kids say hi, Dolly. Life with Susan and kids say, Keish, oh, all right. As I was saying, the people them know when they realize what like, say everybody turning everybody up. So the whole place like, you want to walk, you don't know which part to walk. You want to go shop, you have to be careful. You have carry a pass, you don't know if at the opposite party in the car, you have to just look out because you carry a drive past, where you shot from man and a jump a fence, where you shot from people they are shot, the shot get shot up and all this type of thing. I see someone trying to join me on the live. Let me see, let me see, let me see who it is. Okay. Come up again. Whoever try to join me on the live. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to be very careful. That's why I said to you, said the people them who outlive 1980, them have a story to tell. Yes, the people them who live out 1980, them have a story to tell. When you go up on the road, people have to just afraid. They don't know what happened. Love I say, pure love, dark truth, watch your love, watch your love, watch your love. Night chat, enough respect, love eyes. Dark truth, love eyes. Dark truth. Yeah. Yes, as I was saying, it was so scary. Yeah, it was very scary. Boss going to political meeting and rallies and was lay waiting. Just say, for instance, a bus full of PNP, them are going mobile one rally. Every labor area them drive through the bus get stone fling on the bus and back. Stone I go through window, bus up people head. And if them get the bus to stop, we can tell us them that massacre the people. The way they were so angry. Them stone the bus, mash up the bus. Them at one point, they mash up the bus and try to crash the bus. And if the bus ever lick up or something, the people them get big stone and buckle and all these type of things that reach the people them. If you go to hospital, when you look at public hospital, pull up a people, some if a man with them there, some have to stop at the hospital, anyway at all them then get stone. But with all of that, what was going on? People still going to their meetings, still going to their rally, still going to shops, still have them life. When man go to dancing, let me tell you, something happened down in South there, downtown, Central Kingston. Downtown. And the people, the dance was attacked. Then turn and gunshot and people dance. Imagine they dance, enjoy yourself, and not see your gunshot. Remember, saying the war early, so people not really take it that serious yet. So them know the things will happen, but them know that these almost men that who does unthinkable things would have do that. The man them approach it down. But that's why they was trying to go house to house to show that people, but realize that people can dance, so they just go along with the dance and turn and go into the dance. 5 persons dead in the dance. 5 persons dead in the dance. 5. Another person was injured. But they have to jump fence from the people's house, lock up until all these shooting calm down. It was dreadful. It was bloody. Just imagine you come out, you see a friend them where you and them hang out earlier, step on the ground, dead. Dead. I mean, shot and just injured, dead. Now see them back again. Funeral and dead and now come back. Daniel Smith, the 1980 eyewitness, the men, them were called themselves shatters, patrol, the road, up and down with them gun like police. Yeah, man, see that too, man. Yeah, man, a real thing, man. Look here, you know, when a man kick off a door, you have to wonder if a police or a gunman. You don't know. Man have a police uniform. That a one. It was dreadful. Samuel Smith said, gunshot flew through my father's apple tree and Regent Street like coach a blew in whistle. 1980 was a very scary year. It was very bad. It was very scary. It was just bloody, bloody, bloody. Gunshot, 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 gunshot. People just scream. Mother band them belly daily. Father weep. Family mourn. Gunshot na country, gunshot na town. The war spread. The war spread through the island. But the worst part of it was in Kingston. Whole street was people dead. Shoot at the people in the house. The owner of the house was in his room that was over one shot. Fly through. Shot him up in the house. 1980. Love Ice in 1980, just born. Okay, now you get a clue. You're on talk show, tell you what we tell the truth. So now you're going to realize what it transpire in your country. Anything. If you think you're bad, put on your orange and step to a labor community. You know, come back home. You're born white. If you think about it, put on your green and go through the PNP community in the 1980 war, gunshot. Just go through the now. You think about it. I remember a bus drove from Waterhouse, was going to Crossroad, one of them minibus. At the time it was eight bus, but little minivan there. And the bus stopped at the corner of Olympic Way and be a part of it. And when the bus started here, some man come down and bus driver then come out. Take off the doctor and tell the people to come out of the bus one by one. And every man come out, them ask him, what you claim? Some say JLP, most of them say JLP, I'm not say JLP. There's a Rasta man at the bus. When him come out, the man say, what you claim? Man say, well, right now, I neutral, and I don't really claim nothing special, I neutral. And the first pickaxe stick lick the Rasta man get. A man say, Rasta, get in a gear, you have to choose one. Can't try. The rest is history. I'm neutral. You better claim something. And because you're in a JLP zone, you better claim JLP. I better can run fast like you're saying, boy. Damian Smith said, Joseph, do you remember the group of people that was killed on the train line in Greenwich Farm in 1950? Yes, I remember the incident. I don't know about it, but that was a news that came on the news. I can't give you detail about that one there, but that one that come on the news. Yeah, man. Right out of Greenwich Farm. Hold on, someone trying to come up.
Hi, good night.
Good night.
You can hear me clearly?
Yes, man, I'm hearing it clearly. Who is my guest?
Okay. Keish.
Yes, Keith, welcome to Talk Show. Tell it for the first time. No respect, Keith. We are here the topic 1980 in Jamaica. It was a
Mm-hmm.
bad year, dreadful year, the year with it bloody. Nothing happened. Charmian, if you can come up, Charmian. It's like you know nothing in the 1980s. Step up the man. Talk to people. Talk to Talk to Talk to You could not wear your orange or green shorts. No, not at all. Charmian Smith said, my 15-year-old sister was one of the victims that was killed on the train line. So I have a lot of bad memories.
Mm.
Condolence. Condolences. Sorry to hear that. It's a long time,
Okay.
but there are people who are victims of 1980. There are people who are victims of 1980.
Um,
Yes.
may I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am, with our pleasure.
So all those killings happening in 1980, someone had given out that order.
All right. What happened? There was a general election, and persons want to make sure that their party won the election. So they want to eliminate as much people as possible from like the PNP and get rid of JLP, JLP and get rid of the PNP. So it doesn't matter if your father or your mother or your cousin, your brother, sister, something got into the people that here. I don't know what got into them, but something triggered them off.
Yeah. But the law, what about the law of the country? Why people are going around killing people as if their lives
All right.
didn't worth anything?
In a in a politics time, in man I find politics, the law is always there that police are sort of the office. But them time there, the police can't everywhere. You know. So you hear remember the shooting was rampant. You know. So police come and say no. I must hear some shot whoop up the road and by him listening to some more shot whoop up on the road. I don't know, whoop up down the road. They find there is a whole heap of things. And even in the same 1980, you have police that has political preference also. Bear in mind about that. And soldiers
Mm-hmm.
has political preference also. Yes, it was really bloody and scary.
So those people just died just for the right to choose.
Yeah, they don't care. There was a shoot who them say anything in sight. Anything. All right. The famous words that I will never forget in 1980. I will tell you some words that will mean me today. Them a come! Them a come! That means the opposite person are coming. If you're a jail PNP, them a come, it means the PNP is attacking the community. So you either run, you try to run away, run to high-tech shelter because shot can start fire, big stone can start flying, cutlass can chop you, knife can cut you, ice pick can stab you. If it's a set of persons where you the is not strong enough to defend it against who is coming. Because if they might come here all back on another man in your area with gun, with fire back on them or whatever, or a big stone, with fire, with shoot, with fling. It only means that you have to run, and if you run, if them catch you, you can be assassinated, them can murder you. So when you hear them a come, just start running. I don't know which fire run go, but you better run. Man, woman, child, baby, take for yourself. If you're in your house, lock up your grill then, lock off your light, and just pray. Pray. You must pray. Because them can kick down your door and come in. I when there incident. There's an incident happening in my community, just one street down the road from me, where a couple, married couple, live there. Them name Hutchinson. You know, me not forget them. They also was attacked. And the gunman never wait for go into the house. Him start fire from outside, fire shot them to the grill, to the door, and kill in them house. So them in the house and believe so them safe, but the gunshot goes to the door and kill them. That's how dangerous it was. A God carry you through. And a luck, bless, and God carry you through. You can't lucky. You get in your house and shot can fly to your house. People have them nice big bed with sheets spread upon it. Guess where them sleep? One gets.
Obviously, floor.
Good. Why?
Just to remember it would be the safest place to get flat,
Oh,
to
you're so
get
smart.
down.
You're too
But
smart.
what
Let me tell
what
you.
I want to know, that year, 1980, which party won?
GLP.
Hmm.
GLP one that year. Charmian Smith said PNP and GLP supporters use their guns and drive fear to force people to vote for their party. Good. We're going to get to this. So. Stick up in. Right on this. We're getting there. We're getting there. As I said, the bed will make up nicely, spread nicely, but you sleep on the floor. You make it a smaller target for gunshot. If you're on the bed, shot can fly to the bed and catch you easier than if you're on the floor sleep. That year, them what when them open vote. When they go for vote, the man them move the screen and watch you. If you ever vote for the wrong something, I'm sorry for you. And then you're there go back. If you leave to come back to the police station, you
So
better
you would
vote.
have an excuse me, you would have an idea um who to vote for
Remember,
at the
if you leave,
polling station just to save your life.
all right, what happened if the police station into your community, which is a stronghold PNP community, you cannot vote for Labour right that year. People tell you who you should vote for. And if you're in a GLP community, you cannot vote for GLP, you must know who to vote for. Because they will play whoever started, they will make sure that if the GLP started, the PNP pick up and the PNP started, the GLP pick up and so they will tell you who definitely you should vote for. And if them watch you and you vote for something else, you know say you better not go home because man see where you vote for and you may lose your life. That's right there.
Hmm. So
That's right
everyone
there.
has to vote that time.
Yeah man.
Everyone has to vote.
Yeah man. The 30th of October 1980. I will never forget that. Everybody has to vote. Everybody should vote.
So I didn't have have a choice if I said I didn't want to go, I didn't have the choice then.
No man, come take the I forgot vote. Because I want to make sure that the party win. So if you don't vote, one day. So and if you don't vote, you can be in trouble. You can be beaten and all different type of stuff. So you have to go and vote. That year, and force you to vote.
That's a scary year.
I'm telling you, it was dreadful, it was dangerous, it was bloody. Somewhere in Arnicard, gunshot fire. When the police get to the scene, there was a baby lying in a pool of blood where the
Wow.
mother and father was murdered. But them never killed the baby, so the baby just in the blood line between the mother and the father. So the police
Wow.
had to come and take up the baby and leave the baby. I met that baby many years after. He was a DJ and we were talking about him, say he was the baby.
A famous DJ.
He was a DJ.
Hmm.
He's a DJ right now. He was that baby. Robin White Morton. He says, Charmaine Smith, I'm sorry you and your family had to go through this strategy. May God continue to cover you. All blessing. So, Charmaine, that is what Robin White Morton has to say to you. He said, may God bless and cover you all. Charmaine Smith said, thank you, Robin. In 1980, no one was saved. That's what I tell them, say, and a luck, a God alone carry you through 1980. Nothing no name luck that year there. Charmaine Smith said, hey, Joseph, I am already in my night attire, smiling. Here where you can put on one blouse and come up, man. We want you come up, man. Some of them things you have to come tap them. Tap them, man. Kish want to hear. Kish, tell her I must come up, Kish.
Yes. Yes, please. Trust me, I
Kish
want to
want to
hear
up on the screen. Simple things, outreach media, blessing to our truth. Talk truth, talk truth, talk truth, simple things. Talk truth. Enough respect, simple things. I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much to pass through. Enough respect. Simple things. And them late night settings, bro. May I show you. When we talk about 1980, we have complete late at night and some people are asleep. Nah, yo. Yeah, man, at the end, hey, a serious thing like that.
Yes.
What is that? And a joke topic, simple things, man. Yeah,
Um, Someone in the comment, Robin, because I was thinking about that same question. Is there a documentary we can watch to see
yeah, man.
about what we're talking
I will,
about? About the
I will,
baby. The
huh?
baby. The
No, man,
baby.
I'm not sure the documentary can be there. That was news back then. So maybe if I go tonight, you have to go through the archive then. Don't to go through some and I, you know, but you're not going to. But there are news though with shoot it. I can actually send the link to your post, your WhatsApp.
Mhm.
People things outreach me that say thumbs up and share and share that. Yes, people, share the like it up and share it out, the man. That is the way to do it. Like it up, share it out. And if you're not subscribed yet, do so. Yeah, man. For real. Simple thing say thumbs up, share out done. Yeah. All right. As I was saying, you see, that year it was so dreadful. It was scary. Talking about Lucky story and that a Lucky story. I remember Danny Charlie, good brethren. We are in par. A big man for me, but he used to make a laugh. He make really and truly laugh. Him say my DJ, same day, funny lyrics time. So whatever rate him and check for him. I remember the night him say I go dance. That's the same month of October. It was not election, but the war they turn up. So him did them give a joke. I'm did them laugh. Anyway, go down. I think 2 minutes, me a gunshot ring out. Gunshot ring out. When the smoke clear, Danny Charlene was murdered right there in Bay Farmer vicinity, St. Patrick's School. I remember this clear as day, clear as day. I am seeing 90 right now as we speak. Right, it was dreadful, it was bloody, it was bloody, real, it was wicked. He was murdered. Where I live was on a street called Binzu, 41 to be exact, in 1980. My house faced me, the borderline. The top of Scarlet Road is a road called Dudney. That is where I live in. It was a stronghold PMP community. So you know right away the GLP was the opposite was the opposite person. Yeah, they was the right. So they would come down Olive Road from they would most the GLP would be Mackin Crescent, Winch Road, uh, Tower Hill, all these places. But they would come down through Old Road and come on borderline of Dudney Road and stood by a fence right there and Scarlet Road, right on the left hand side there. That's their favorite spot to come. Point them gun down the street and fire. Now everything coming down to be right in my yard because my house faced Scarlet Road, which is the borderline on top. Let them fire shot and they come right now down to Spot. When they are coming down, we something the first one to see them coming down. So we have to run from that side of the house to the other side because the gunshot come down can catch you. So our listen is them a come and get down. That's the next word. Get down. When a man say get down, it only means say get flat. because make step a smaller target for the gunshot. So you're going to lie down flat for the gun. And you could your gunshot and whistle over your head. Bam! Bam! Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. So gunshot. People just crying. People was baby was screaming. And people was just crying. Christian shouting, Jesus, Jesus. Some people about murder, murder. I tell you, it was just dreadful.
My God.
When you hear them are coming, man, I run through fence. Man get cut up. Man run through a zinc. It's the fence. Pop, nail up and everything. And the man just run to the fence and bust up the fence and run down through the fence. Them say when trouble take you, pick the shot, fit you. Robin White Motor. Is there a documentary we can watch to see what you're talking about? The violence in 1980? Yes, man. Yes, man. Documentary is there. I'm going to what should I do? There's a documentary. I will send the yeah. There's a documentary. There's a plenty of documentary. It's there.
Bless up yourself, simple things.
I'm telling you, it was dreadful. Member of Parliament was shot. Who know Mike Henry? He's a member of Parliament. Famous Mike Henry. He's still in politics, right? He was shot in 1980. Ryan McGann was murdered in 1980. And the Prime Minister at the time, Michael Manley, he was injured in 1980. Them fling stone and bust up him head in 1980. Yeah.
Um, Question.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just one night of terror? Was it
One
just one
night.
night of
No. The war start way before the election. The war start before the election. First thing to come in. Because remember, they must try to eliminate people from the vote. Kill off who they can kill off and move to run and run. So the vote. Them get no. So them start the war before. And even election ended, there was war.
what
Because
for?
because they were celebrating the victory by killing people. And the people
What?
that was upset that their party lose was venting. So people are dead, see me. So it never it just done. Remember saying no, if one JLP man did kill your father, yeah, baby, and you see him, you get upset because it's a JLP do it. So it just the war did prolong, it never just done. You can't just kill some people and just believe that the war did done. It's not done. And that's all the division happen where PNP can't go labor at here and labor can't go PNP here. And even a year after the election, you still can't go to labor here in a PNP color and make nobody know say a PNP. If you're labor, yeah, vice versa. So and I just anybody just done so. And go right and then like it just calm down. But when the next election come up, it start again. It never as bloody as the next one, but it start again. It start again. So I don't like it just started for one day and done. It prolonged, man. All right. Charmaine Smith and Joseph, I remember that incident with the mother and father that was killed and the baby was found. All right. Dear Charmaine, go. someone remember the incident the group. It was a big incident, you know. That never and nothing small that was big. And I know you must remember when Ryan McGann was murdered, member of parliament, there was an MP and them killing. And when Mike Annie was shot,
My God.
it was tough, man. Not normal. Robin White Morton say, yeah, welcome, Charmaine Smith. Blessings. Okay. Robin speaking to Charmaine right there.
Yeah.
All right. Godford. All right.
How, how old you say you were?
12.
Oh,
Mm. I was big enough to take a bus in the ice of the war and go to Annecy. I took a bus, man, and next guy named Gregory. To take one bus and go all the way. I would drive through roadblock, we drive through gunshot, we drive through all kind of things just to reach Annecy. And I was 12, like get on the bus and go over to my map. But it was no better there. That's what Daly said. Me there, Joby. Me there. Yes, God for that. God, yes, Mr. Daly. I think you were kind of young that time. Yes, my Mr. Daly, corporal of police and detective, but he
good
was very
night.
young at
That's
that time.
fun. Good night.
Yes, that's for Daly. He's a corporal of police. And he's a detective also. But you need to learn some of these things, Mr. Daly. I know you was around. Wait, let me talk. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not think everything that you said. You don't know. I tell you, I have to tell you. Tell you, I have to tell you about it. So. All right, Sharman Smith said, I believe a 3-year-old was also left at the train line killing. Uh, I must say to you, I remember it because it came on the news, but I couldn't tell you to that extent. But I remember the killing. There was also a killing where they went into a gambling house, took up the people them, let out all the females them, and use an axe to chop up the man them. I remember that also.
Those people.
Yes, it was dangerous. Let me tell you, people were saying, like coming to election, man say, oh, it's when election, no for one better runway, you know. So if a man and somebody have something, the matter is wait until election you have to run it. Because when election start, it's just like say police can focus on certain things. The mafia try to calm down the water. But when man are the political killing, it's just like say things lawless them time there.
Yeah.
Lawless. Man are the things that I get with.
Election
Once
is
election
giving
done,
them
you can do
permission.
anything, them can figure them out easy. 'Cause remember, a whole heap of shot of fire. So it's like police don't have time to single out nobody in an election. The hard defined man get charged in an election. It's after election done and people prolong, those are the time they will get caught because in an election so much things are going. Simple things, outreach media say. My take on it is that it's the worst period of Jamaica history since slavery. Yes, yes, very much so. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Police and gunmen face off on the street and a fire shot and them a fire shot. Gunman and gunman face off in the street. Gunman and gunman face off in the street. Some people are fling buckle, some are fling stone, gunshot. It was crazy. It's when night come and shot a fire. And when the opposite party come down, all you can hear a pure foot and be a man around here, gunshot go, boom, boom. You might hear a man answer back, bam, bam, bam. And then he start wondering, I walk, no, no, I'm to the man in my face now. I walk him all right because if I never him, then we don't kill you. In that area, down to Christian in the church and pray. Them to go man them ear and them not tell them not get them because guess what? Them just becomes like them laughful because them realize them are try to defend them life. So that a one time the police can't get information from nobody. Because guess what? When the man them come down, them are the pain and the man them not feeling community. It sounds stupid, but me I tell you, you hear foot a run a man a run and you hear them a come, them they near. And then you hear why? And you hear bam 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 bam. And you wonder if anybody will get shot, you start to fret. It's terrible.
Very.
It's terrible. I want somebody who was living in the country to come on the screen to tell us what it was like in 1980. I want to hear from different angles, transparent. Simple things about this. Me did live a, oh wow. Just some okay. Me did live a country, so never experienced the political crime. Part of it, but we sure did experience the hardship. So simple things say, you live a country. Which country simple thing? What which country is it for that? Does she live a country? Never experienced political crime. Part of it, but she sure did experience the hardship. Let me drop the link again.
Good night to the Muffats. Good night.
All right. Drop the link again. Robin White Morton. I watched a Bob Marley documentary today and it talk about homes and business being set on fire. A nursing home was set on fire. Firefighter in danger for trying to put it out. Okay, cool. I'm not sure which Bob Marley video is that, but that maybe some violence also. Kish, you can see the screen?
The comments?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
read them.
Okay. I don't know where to, let me see. One shaman said one night, or it went on for about a week. Also, Shaman Smith, or I think it was longer. Whoa.
Read the
Oh,
Robin
it
one.
was it was to the question that I asked.
All right, read from
Robin.
Robin White. On I highlight. Read Robin White. I highlight.
Oh, hold on.
She said Omer also, let me read it. She said Omer also explode in flame, ignite in
Engulf.
flame,
Hold
engulf in
on.
flame, and children who were trying to get out were thrown back into fire. I wonder which Bob Marley did that. I'm not sure which Bob Marley did that. You know that one, Nikish? That Bob Marley did that?
Mm-mm.
That one there, I'm not sure which Bob Marley did that. She said one night, oh no, it went on for about a week. Oh, that was
Yeah.
answering you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Charmin Smith now. Charmin. She said, or I think it was longer as it lingered. Not that violently, but people was very, very afraid. Yes, I remember Ramagan, my friend. Ramagan got at a huge funeral. Yeah, man. Never say Ramagan is a member of parliament and he's also popular. I'm help a lot of people. Mixing with the Mofats. Good night to the host and everyone in the chat. Good night, mixing with the Mofats. Good night, good night. Enough respect. And thank you for
Yeah.
being here with us. And talk to tell it. Topic is 1918 Jamaica was a bloody thing. Charmian Smith, a gunman. When I was a little girl, would spear women and children, not like these heartless men that are killing pregnant mothers. That is so true. That is so true. But things sometimes change. And change the better at all, it change for the worse. I did a post, but I don't release it yet still. But speak of the great change in Jamaica, said speed. You know, I did a post, but I don't release it fine. Charmian Smith say, yes, Joseph, it was bullet for bullet, both from the police and gunmen. The gunmen only respect and fear the soldiers. You would only wake up and see the place under curfew and surrounded by soldiers. Yeah. I remember said them build that when them call no man's land. Them use bagway and build it. When them hold the boy them put them in the no man's land. So you now have the top, if rain fall, them wet up sunshine, it burn them. And them sleep on ground. One is to the right and day farm there, sir. One a no man's land, right there and day farm. So I was saying, it was terrible, real terrible. I remember an incident where a guy came down on Dudney Road with an M16 rifle and start firing shots down towards where we were. And there's a guy stood by the light post and couldn't move because come on sudden. And I only see when the guy took up two big stones and fling it in the direction of the man of the M16 and give him one lick and he drop and knock out for a minute. And when him get up back, him start fire some shot and then him run back way, go back run the corner and run back up to the earth. Tell him it was scary, it was dangerous, it was terrible, it was rough, it was bloody, it was 1980 was a very, very bad year for Jamaica. I really would never want to see a 1980 in Jamaica again. I mean, I want to see it. I don't want to see a 1980 in Jamaica. It's terrible.
Very. Okay.
Gunshot wake me up and gunshot. usher me to sleep at night.
Charmaine Smith said, laugh out loud. I remember No Man's Island. Sun burn out them backside.
Oh, I'm telling you,
Um,
them when them catch you and put you in there, man, a soldier drill you in there, man, and nobody can visit you. Nobody can visit. And my
Charmaine has some great info as well.
of course, everybody who our age group have it. Everybody have it. At least if you're in Kingston. I'm telling you, it's not just me have this information. Everybody my age will live, especially in Olympic Garden, in Rockport, Harbour Grove, Warwick Hill, Denham Town, Tivoli Garden, Spanish Town, parts of Maypen. They have the information also. And as something will make up an attack, or something will transpire, something will happen.
Wow.
It's dangerous. Terrible. People, like up the live and share it out. Mhm. Yeah, man.
So
Like it up and share it out.
so the next election was 89 election, right?
Was when?
89 election was the next
No, man. They
election.
call it not election. I think they call it election 2 years after. I'm trying to remember. They call back an election a snap election. Try to remember. No, but next one. Remember now, it's every 4 years election. The election should call 1984. But I'm not sure as to when they call it. But it's not 80. 89 was long after. Because the jail government had won that election 80 and they won the next election. And then they lost the PMP, the other election. And from then until when until Bruce Golden had won it back, the GLP had won it back, Bruce Golden won. So PMP was winning for a long time.
My God.
The amount of people got killed, you see? Nothing funny. The amount of people who have run left them house, the house them hard earnings, when them buy to them hard earnings, but them have to run with it. The amount of people who got burned out, the amount of people who died. Joseph, I don't want to see another 1980. It was terrible. Bloodshed everywhere. I lost my sister that didn't even live any life. Last,
My
what about last friends and family? I lost friends in the election. Family, last friends, close friends. I'm not here. People got injured, people got shot, people dead, people get gone out, people run left the community, people went to jail, went to prison after the election was over. It was so much going on. It was terrible.
very.
1980 was a very bad year for Jamaica.
So that what was that election called?
1980 election, general election.
No, general election, and the next election after was what? 2 years after.
They're all general election. But let me call a snap election. Let me call a quick election. But what happened when the next election when GLP win, the PMP never contest. Michael Manley did not contest it. He never go against him. Him just give them the election. That's what
Hmm.
happened. The next. Never contest it. So
Hmm.
the next election that called, he just made them take it. The JLP take it. It never contest any. Mr. Man, every time I remember the election, I tell you, every time I remember, stay danger. If you were around, with a look here, it's like people that live day to day. Nobody know the sun will shine next day to where the thing said. You can just go out a road and walk and
Mm-hmm.
straight that catch you. You can out a walk and gunman shoot you. You drive by. All right. I was next door playing with my neighbor. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
were playing, and I remember the election. The ballot box was counting to see who is going to win. And I remember my friends and auntie came rushing. Pack up your gun, put me like war go on. They were go be a man go dead, beef go dead. Pack up, pack up, pack up. Come go put push part. They know we have less violence. I know the same cash in. And my friend that was Camille, she run changing for another dress. Shelly and Donovan and next person. All of them went into their aunt to pick up, but it was driven by their aunt husband. And I stood and watched them leave with the van. The van drove from out of, it was an open land where they lived. The van of the driver was open land, get onto the street and then turn right and head down the street. As soon as the van come out the side, I hear nothing but gunshot. A barrage of gun. When the smoke cleared, soldiers shot up the van. Camille died on the spot. A shot flies straight through her head back. Shelly had to lie down in the vehicle. And she and Donovan and a guy that was sitting on the vehicle with them. Me never know him. He come with her auntie husband. He also got shot and dropped on top of them. But Camille died on the spot and the guy actually lived. But he died after the but he lived out that period. And he may leave up for an hour after one month. But afterward he in death. Never the shot kill him out in death. And that was very, very, very sad. People were screaming, was crying. People couldn't believe the little girl. She was a child at the time. She was a little girl. I didn't know she was 12. I
Mm-mm.
think she was about 10. And we went to a funeral at Calvary Cemetery. And me not forget that she buried at Calvary Cemetery. And I went there, I tell you, I was so, so sad. Couldn't believe that. Them time the soldiers were wearing short pants, khaki pants. Charmian Smith, I remember that election night. I was staying with my father, who was one of those elder that was respected. He was at his window looking out, and one of the gunmen told him to close his window. Yes, that's how it went. Goldman can come out and go to bed now. Come off of the road. Lock up. Because they don't want you to see where them are doing either too. Not because them know you, but them don't want you, they don't want you to see what them are doing. You better you must sit down and see. That means Smith said he pushed up the window, but reopened it after he passed. He came back and said to my father, Shine, said to my father, Shine, you hear me say? We lock the window. The gunman, he was carrying bigger than me, or the gun he was carrying bigger than me. He did close it, and the second, he did close on the second one. So he said, he pushed up the window, but reopened it
Mm-hmm.
after, and the gunman passed back and then say, he himself lock up the window. So this time lock it up. I know this time the gunman serious. Him just talk to him because I respect him. If you don't respect you, might be a something else. That, because you know why I see them, and next thing, when you have questioned, you may go say the wrong thing. So they might try to get them to close the window, go in your house and stuff. It was terrible. It was just so. Charming, come up on the street. If you want, you can turn on the camera. Nobody not see your face. You can turn on the camera. That's what you're worried about. Seeing you in your night clothes or anything things say. You're not groom for the camera, right? You can turn off the camera. Yeah. So that's what transpired in 1980. You know, a lot more things transpired. But where the documentary is concerned, Robin, when I get out alive, I'm going to send you some footage of my Charmian Smith. They don't want you to see what they are doing, which is better for you. Yeah, man. Because you don't want to see anything either. 'Cause when you see, maybe somebody's gonna talk something and they might think of you gonna talk. But remember, it's not a regular time, It's a time where people just trying to defend their community and stuff like that, or defend their family. Love Doctor TV say, like up the live stream, guys. Support Dark Truth. Dark Truth, Dark Truth, Dark Truth, Dark Truth. Like it up. Yeah, man. Like up the live, man. Mm. Share it
So,
out, no, man.
so after the election finished, what did the authorities do to all the family? Like, normally when they do wrongs or when they feel guilty about something, they would try to compensate in some way, probably funeral or something. What did they do?
The police, why would the police come and see?
The politicians.
No, man. Politician, politician thing are for man. For them thing, guys. Remember saying, once people get killed in a community, war, even now if an election for them are gonna bury them dead. But there, rather than that, in most community, there's a little incentive when people die in your community. Whether a political war where you can go to your MP and then give you a voucher to help bury your dead. Whether it's in a war, political war or not, you can go to your MP and get a voucher to help bury your dead. So them have them little things set for that. You understand?
Hmm.
Robin White Morton. Thank you, Talk Truth. Bless up Robin White Morton. Enough respect. All the way over there in Alabama. Yes. Big up yourself. And thanks for coming to this live stream. You're always here supporting. One love, art of love. So my people are talking about 1980 Jamaica as one of the bloodiest here. Yes. And we cover some events that took place that same year. And I said, if you're of that age, you must have a story to tell, especially if you were in the Kingston 11 era, you're in the Kingston 12 era, Kingston 13, 14, and Kingston 20. Yeah, Spanish Town, Clarendon, yeah, Montego Bay, and places like those where the political war, turf war, would, would really affect you more in those communities. People, like up the live and share it out. You know, tell them talk through telling in the community. Now the tell us in the area. One second. Yes, my people. No, this was not simple war. And I'm telling you, the police that run frontline duty, it was not nice. I tell you, because everybody was just in a, it was just like in a different world. It was like a movie. Everybody to me come like an actor or actress into a movie. Do you shot them a fire? Do your people are run? Or people are get hurt? And the event that took place in the community that year, it just coming like it's that something that is been scripted. It not feel real. Damian Smith said, good luck, Joseph. A lot of persons don't know about 98 election and what took place. One of the bloodiest here. Talk to Joseph, talk to. Talk to current. Talk to. Talk to. Talk to. And you hear that ring off, pure truth of it talk, Say, you ever say something wrong with the truth, you have to hold it back, man. Yes. So, Kish, you learned something tonight about 1980. Come like Kish fall asleep. Okay, my people. You know what say? We don't run the life them too long. Yeah. We just come for serve a peace, give off a message, and I hope it properly received. All right. We are coming to that time of the night where we are going to say goodbye. So in my closing statement, I want to say to Jamaica, I wish we would never have another 1980 Jamaica again, you know? And I can see where the election are much different from back in those days because I noticed the jail and the PMP walking together to the polling station and casting their vote. In the community, whether a strong word era or what, you can have JLP and PMP who can speak their mind without being heard. For like a while now, I'm not hearing the gunshot firing during an election period. So it becomes a far away where election war is concerned. So I am very happy to see these things is not up, you know. So I just want to say thanks to the Jamaican people, thanks to the viewers and subscribers who are here with me tonight, who stay with me throughout the live. You know, I want to say enough respect to you all, respect to Trillian, respect to um, Simple Thing, enough respect to Love Ice, enough respect to Keish, and for all those who don't hear them name, for all those who hear them name, that's enough for them. So I want to say thanks to all you guys. Dark Truth is here with you, Joseph Current. Love you, and I hope you take good care of yourself. Until we meet again. Walk good and tata. Dark Truth Current. Dark Truth.